And then more important than understood values. Suppose I take a stone and I throw at somebody. I throw the stone at Ayush. Okay. So I can calculate by science what speed it will hit. Like in Canada, one person took a gun recently and killed 32 people. So he has a skill. He knows the skill to kill people. But should he do or he should not do? He doesn't know. Innocent people he just killed. Crazy. So more important skill is values. If somebody is not a good person, we should not teach him anything. It's very dangerous. Whatever you teach him, will misuse. You teach him, he will earn some money and he will drink and kill himself. He will disturb the society. So more important skill is the values. You understand? So value teaching is very different. Many times you're studying, but you're not able to concentrate. So we need techniques of mind control, how we can control the mind. So there are skills and values, and more important than values is knowledge. And knowledge is so precious. Today morning we are discussing Devaki, Vasudeva Devaki, when Krishna is born in the front. They know everything. She knows everything. Who is God, who is Narayana, why this creation is there, how this creation wants. The devotee is not a fool, he knows everything. Correct? You are there, you're seeing the huge creation, why this creation Krishna created, what am I doing here? You know everything. Even big scientists do not know that. The devotee are very intelligent. Okay? They know every information. So there is skills. One part of your life is skills, but you're learning in the school and college. Other part is values, that also you're learning from devotees. And most important part of your life is knowledge. When Sanatan Goswami was a great personality, great acharya in our sampradaya, everybody knows Sanatan Goswami is the direct disciple of Lord Chaitanya. So when Sanatan Goswami met Lord Chaitanya, he asked this question, please tell me, my Lord, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he went with a blade of grass in his mouth and fell down in front of Lord Chaitanya. Please tell me, who am I and why I am suffering? So we should be convinced about these 2 points. There once when devotee asked Srila Prabhupada, there is one person. He says he is very happy and he says he is not scared of death. So how do we teach him anything? So Prabhupada said, don't teach him. So why? He's a madman, don't waste time. So somebody says, I'm very happy, I'm not scared of death. He's a madman, leave him. Don't waste your time. Okay? So we are talking to reasonable people who know that now whole world is scared today. Some coronaviruses come. Why they are scared? Because they do not want to die. Because they know people who get infections, some people, 5% people die. So they don't want to die. Everybody's scared. They're wearing mask and moving. Why are they wearing mask and moving? Because they do not want to die. Correct? So this is actually the reality of this world. Okay? So, but the question comes, why? Why we are living there? What I'm going to achieve when I live? So there is total darkness there. There is no knowledge at all. People don't know why they're born in this world. They don't know why they're going to live. What will happen to me after death? Why did God create this world? If God is there, how do I meet him? This is knowledge. Now, this knowledge, if we have interest in knowledge, then you will be very keen in these classes. Veda means knowledge. So all the knowledge is sitting inside the Vedas. So I have to know, I want to know. Tasmad Guru Prapagiteta Jigyasasheya Uttamam. To know knowledge, we go to a teacher. A teacher will teach you the knowledge. Okay, so you are all very fortunate to get knowledge. Take advantage of this opportunity. There is a very nice shloka spoken by in the Vedas. It says, Uttishta Jagrata Prapta Varan Nibodat. You are very fortunate. You got a great vara. What is the vara you got? You got a human form of life. Uttishta Jagrata Prapta Varan Nibodat. You got a great boon. Get up. Arise. You got a great boon. Shura Siddhara Nishtha Duratya. But be careful. The human life is like a blade. Little carelessness, it will cut. Just like when we are shaving. No, I think you're all small, you don't shave. But when we are shaving, what happens? You have to be very careful with the blade. Little carelessness, blood will come. Correct? Sometimes we brahmachari, they shave each other. Nowadays, barbers are closed. And a little carelessness, blood will come. Correct? So we have to be very, very careful. So human life is also like a blade, just like I think you all have seen your mother cutting vegetable in the kitchen. Some of you help your mother also, but you have to be very careful when you're dealing with knife because you are careless. Instead of vegetable, you'll cut your finger. And then for 10, 15 days, a bandage and you recline. So human life is like a blade, razor's edge. Shura Sadhara, very sharp. Little carelessness, blood will come out. You have to be very, very careful. Durgam Patayat Kavaya Vadanti. All the great acharyas say, Kavis, great saints say, this is not going to be an easy path. You're going to go back to Krishna, but you have to be very, very careful. So to be very, very careful, you need guidance. Correct? You want to go from here to Krishna's lotus feet, we need guidance. We need blessings. We need mercy. We need what to do. We are small now. We have to learn. Okay? As we learn, we are going to school and college and learning so many things. We are learning what you're learning skills. But to learn values and knowledge, you have to go to somebody who can teach you from the Shastra. Okay? So that we should have that importance. We should have the value of that. And because if there is no clear knowledge, then tomorrow I'll be confused in my life. I mostly deal with the 18 plus students when they reach college. And I see the situation that when they come to that situation, that age is very important because they have left their home at that moment now. Now all of you are at home, but those children have just left their home. And if they do not have a clear picture what they want to do in their life, they slow down. Just like at home you are, the parents are pushing, study, study, study. You study because of pressure. But when you come to a situation when you enter college at 18 years, at that time parents will not say study, study, study with a stick behind you. So you should have your own enthusiasm, self-generated enthusiasm. From your own system, you should have an enthusiasm. Why I should proceed, correct? When you're a very small child, we can pull the ear and drag. But as you grow up, we have to have a self-generated enthusiasm. So this kind of enthusiasm actually will come, clear picture will come as you learn knowledge. You know what you're doing in life, why you're doing. And then you become a boy or a girl with a mission, correct? Not that every people, career, studies, no, no, no. You yourself have a mission in life and you cannot waste a minute. You're full of energy. You don't waste 1 second. How do you know somebody has got a mission in life? Doesn't waste time into anything silly. Anything silly he will not do. You know, we have an example of many great devotees of small children. Prahlad Maharaj was such a wonderful example. But what is his example? He was not wasting time in playing anything. He was just standing with great respect. His mother was serving the saints. He was very attentively watching them. And sometimes he used to go wash some dishes, sometimes take their prasadam and do some simple service. And those great acharyas, Prabhupada writes their names as Bhakti Vedanta, was so happy with his attitude. He says, I was a small child, but I was not playful. I was not talkative. He was very silent. He wanted to, because he wanted knowledge. He saw these people are so happy. They're so really happy. Without doing anything nonsense, they are so happy. What are they talking? Because they were all talking about Krishna. I want to hear. So you're all like that. Prahlad Maharaj, small Prahlad. Okay? But we should be very, sorry, that is example of Narada. So forgive me. So the Narada, when he was a small child, his mother was serving great saints. It's called Bhakti Vedanta. So Narada got an opportunity to hear. And he took an opportunity to hear the great saints and do some humble service, wash their clothes, sometimes wash their plates, and sometimes ask them, can I take little prasadam? Take their uchishta. And just by doing that, and when they were going, they just touched their hand on his head, Narada. And what service they did? Simple service. And what they can teach small child, you cannot teach much. He's just a 5-year-old child. Interestingly, many, all 5 years. Prahlad Maharaj 5 years, and then Dhruv Maharaj 5 years. A unique age. Five. Narada 5 years. So many 5-year-old children, small children. But Narada got blessed by those Bhakti Vedantas and became a devotee unique in the history of the world. Similarly, we have the Dhruv Maharaj example, and mother say, go to the Vrindavan and search for Krishna. And he came to Vrindavan, and under the direction of Narada, he worshipped, chanted Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, attentively followed what the Guru said, and within 6 months he saw Krishna face to face. Correct? And then you have the example of Prahlad Maharaj. He was also a small child, and his own father was so demonic, he wanted to kill him. But he never took any offense. He was so respectful. Every day he will go to his father, pay obeisance. My dear father, you cannot find fault with him. So much respectful. So pure boy. Okay, so why? Because he had knowledge from Narada. Narada was his guru and taught him knowledge when he was in the womb of his mother. Dhruva Maharaj also, Narada was a guru. Okay, so this is the instances. So this is a great opportunity. So what is important among skill, values, and knowledge? Most important is knowledge. Correct? I have a skill. I can throw stone at somebody, but should I throw or not throw? I do not know. I have a skill. I can use a gun. But for what purpose I say use a gun? I do not know. I need values. So more important than skill is the values. And more important than values is the knowledge. Because if I know where to go, then something is good and something is bad. How do you can define values if you do not know the destination? Okay, na? So it's very important to know what is good and what is bad. That you can only know when you have a clear goal. Suppose from here, from the class, you want to go somewhere. So when you are going on the way, somebody is obstructing you, that is bad. Somebody is helping you, that is very good. Said, okay, I will drop you to that place. You're going for the program. There is a program of Show Mataji house. You're all going there. I'll drop you. That is good. But it obstructs you. That is bad because you have a goal. You got my point? If there is no goal and nothing is good, nothing is bad. So we need a clear goal. So that is knowledge. So without clear knowledge, you cannot define values. Okay? Otherwise, the value is really very relative. Okay, I feel it is good, and tomorrow say I feel it is bad. No, you have a clear knowledge. I want to go to Krishna. So anything which helps me, that is good. And anything which is wasting my time, that is bad. Okay? So we have to be serious in spiritual life and under the guidance, encouragement, association, direction of devotees. And this is a small age. See, I began spiritual life when I was around 20-year-old. And you are half that age. So you're 10 years advantage. Okay? So, and we didn't have these facilities. You're all sitting at home, mobile way. No mobile, no computer, nothing. It was so rare. So all these opportunities are there, which we can take advantage. Okay? Take advantage of these opportunities and do not waste time. Okay? Sincerely chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
And you will quickly advance. You know, there was one person, very senior devotee, used to tell me, when we chant, we should chant like small children. They are not thinking like we are thinking of so many, nothing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So as you chant the Hare Krishna mantra, the first installment of mercy will be what Mataji taught you will become understandable to you. I am not body, I am soul. You'll be able to convince, yes, I understand. Okay, so anybody is convinced I am not body, I am soul, somebody has still doubt, then I can proceed the next presentation. Because in this presentation, we should have understood the first thing. Everybody understood? I am not body, I am soul. Ayush, you understood? Alok, you understood?
Yes.
Aditya understood? Aryan understood? Okay, so we start this presentation. Is it fine?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, Shobha Mataji, can I proceed or I should wait for some time?
You can proceed, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Be a slave to a bad habit and serve in a good habit. The choice is yours. Okay, so it's left to us what you want to cultivate, a good habit or a bad habit. Everything is cultivation. We cultivate. Just like friendship, you cultivate. You meet a friend, then you go and give him some gift. Then on your birthday, he comes and gives you a gift. You give him something to eat. He gives you something to eat. You go and talk to him. He comes to talk to you. Then you become the best friends. Correct? You're cultivating friendship. Everything is cultivated. So similarly, habits are also cultivated. So you can cultivate a very good habit. I will every day sit and chant for some time. It's a very good habit. I'll every day read Bhagavad Gita. Wonderful habit. I'll every day offer obeisance to Krishna. Great. Okay. And I will, whenever I have question, I'll try to ask. Great. So I'll attend regularly the classes we have for children Vrinda. You're cultivating good habits. So becoming a slave to bad habit or surrender good habit, so that is our power of habits. It's left to us what we want. We make habits and then habits make us. You understand? I take a cigarette, start smoking. I make habit, then habit makes me. And I'm not smoking cigarette. Cigarette is smoking me. I become servant of cigarette. In the beginning, I'm choosing. I choose. I'll smoke or not smoke. Later, I don't choose. I cannot choose. I'm servant of that. Cigarette keeps me in the pocket. Come, you are my servant now. This is, everybody knows the name. Whose picture is there? Yaneshwara from India.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Whose picture is this?
Prabhupada.
Yes. What is
Lord
the full
Prabhupada.
name? What is full name?
Srila Bhakti Vedanta Prabhupada.
Very nice.
Uh,
His Divine Grace, AC, Bhaktivedanta.
Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada.
Very good. Very, very good. Okay. So Prabhupada, this is a statement from Prabhupada class. What does it say? He said, one who cannot control his mind always lives the greatest enemy, thus his life and mission are spoiled. The first line is understood. This is such a wonderful line. When you cannot control the mind, suppose you cannot control your mind. See, mind is like an instrument which is waiting to be trained. Kavya, you understand this? Mind is an instrument waiting to be trained. It is left to you. You train it, it's great. You don't train it, it's a problem. Just like suppose at home, you have a younger brother or younger sister. Okay? And if you train very well, then it's a great asset. You don't train, then after that it become big trouble for you. Anna? So you train. The mind is also like your sister or brother. You train, it is waiting to be trained. You train it, it will become very helpful. You don't train the mind, it will disturb you. So the first thing, so if you do not train, so one who cannot control the mind, if you don't train your mind, he lives with the greatest enemy. He becomes your enemy and destroys all the life mission are spoiled. The constitution position of the living entity is to carry out the order of the superior. That is the position of the living entity. What is the position of living entity? To carry out the order of the superior. That's the position of the living entity. He gets, that is the nature of the living. We are waiting for orders. And whose order we should take? Krishna's order. As long as the mind remains an unconquered enemy, one has to serve the dictation of Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Mahada, Mada, Matsarya. But when the mind is conquered, when the mind is controlled, one voluntarily agrees to abide by the dictation of the personality of Godhead, by Krishna's, and who is situated in the heart of everyone as Paramatma. Okay? Is it understood? If the whole class is this shloka, if you can understand the shloka 6.6. Anybody know the shloka 6.6? Damodala Pramod, Rajesh Kumar, this may be your father's name. Alok, Ayush, anybody know 6.6? Chalo, it will come, don't worry.
No, first word I under.
Udare Atmanatmanam. Yes. Chalo, look at this picture. Anybody can explain me what is happening in this picture? What are the two rats doing?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes,
The two
Tushar.
rats are
What?
compared to day and night, and they're by keeping on eating the tree. That means our life is like keeping on day by day becoming less.
What are
The
the two
elephant
rats?
is
What are the two rats?
day and night.
Okay, very good. Day and night. Okay. So slowly our
Yeah,
life is finishing. Okay, next.
yeah. And the elephant is trying to uproot the tree,
Yes.
and down. And when the day and night are actually eating the tree, meanwhile, surely you will fall down to the snakes.
That is
gonna
death.
give him the death.
Falling down to the snake
Yeah.
is death. Yeah. Then
But
while you
then the
are holding,
Devta is already,
what is
yeah.
Krishna saying?
Krishna is he's like, I will help you come out from this bondage, but he just wants to enjoy the little drops that's falling from the honeycomb.
Therefore, he doesn't want to leave the tree. Anna?
Yeah, yeah.
Even though his hand is paining. And you know, this is isn't all of us are in this condition. And can you see the bees are biting him also? Can you see that? Some bees have come down and they're biting him also. A lot of difficulties are there. And it's a hopeless condition. He's going to die one day. Correct? Hopeless condition. And so many difficulties in life. The bees are like coronavirus. They're biting him. And so many difficulties are there. And he knows it is a losing war. He's going to lose one day. He has to die one day. All of you understand? Isn't this our condition in this world? Correct? And
Yes, Prabhuji.
even the tree is not standing long. The elephant has come, it broke the tree. And Krishna is putting his hand, come, come. But he is not coming. Why? The honey drops are on the tongue. Correct? So we are looking for temporary solution. And Krishna is giving us permanent solution. We take Krishna's hand, permanently he'll take us out of this difficult position. But even though we are bitten by the bees, even though the hand is paining so much, anytime will fall. So many, see, 1 to 5 snakes are waiting to kill you. The elephant will break the tree, and those rats will not stop eating that branch. So many difficulties are there, but the drop of honey, once in a while it falls. We do not know if we have Krishna's hand. Krishna will give more sweeter things than honey. He has so many wonderful things to give. You can have chapan bhog with Krishna and be so happy. And you can be eternally happy. There is no more bees biting, no more death, and no problems. But we are so full. We imagine some enjoyment and we are not holding Krishna's hand. Isn't it? Kavya, do you understand?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You are able to understand the situation. So what you should do? You should hold Krishna's hand or keep drinking honey.
Hold Krishna's hand.
Yeah. So what is the meaning of holding Krishna's hand? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
You know Krishna's phone number?
No.
No, Prabhuji.
Oh, that is the Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. You dial this number, Krishna will talk to you. Once I remember, small children, maybe first class, they came to the temple. Kitty, 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 kitty. The whole temple was filled. One devotee came and he said, do you all know what is Krishna's phone number? We don't know. Hare Krishna, Krishna. They crammed it. So when you go home, tell mother, you dial this number. And they believed it. And they were crying, Hare Krishna, this is Krishna's phone number. And nowadays, children are very smart. They will understand. Our time in this used to be a very easy trick to make children stand. Okay, this is a shloka we are talking. Bandhuratmanas tasya yenatmevatmana jitaha atmanasya shatrutte bhartetatmeva shatruvat. For one who has conquered, for him who has conquered the mind is best of friend. For one who has failed to do so, the mind will remain the greatest enemy. This is another very, very important thing from Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj says, if you think you have an enemy, actually you're a fool number one. We have only one enemy, our own mind. We are all looking for enemy outside because Hiranyakashipu was telling Prahlad, my dear Prahlad, you're always thinking of my enemy Vishnu. Why you're doing that? So Prahlad says, my dear father, and there is no enemy. Only one enemy you are having, that is your mind. We only imagine enemies, but we have no enemy. You all understand? We have only one enemy. What is our enemy? Our own uncontrolled mind. If you don't control the mind, that's the only enemy. Okay, so we see people are having, many people are very fond of Whole life they spend dreaming big cars, luxuries. All these cars cost not less than 2 crore, 3 crore. But whole life they're dreaming, I'll get this car. Such kind of facilities. But the point is, even though we are having so many facilities, but world is not becoming peaceful. People are becoming more and more disturbed. There's so much violence, so much unrest, so much wars, so much terrorism increasing. Main problem society is crime and lack of morality. Drug addiction is increasing. Divorces are increasing. Suicide, Japan, thousands of people commit suicide every year. It's a small country.
Highest rate of
Yes.
suicide.
And America, how many suicide you think in America? 100, 5,000, 10,000. America, many people are very fortunate. You lose a job, the government will give you very good maintenance, unemployment allowance. You can always maintain a car and be comfortable. It's a good allowance government will give you. There is minimum money guaranteed, job or no job. Okay, na? You understand? So why they should commit suicide? There should be no suicide in America. In India, suppose a crop fails this year, no rain comes. So thousands of farmers every year commit suicide. It's very unfortunate because nobody is able to help them. They go home, the wife will say, where is food? They go outside, the shopkeeper will say, you're taking loan, give my money. Where is it? There is no crop, there is no rain. He doesn't know where to go. He commits suicide. You understand? It's very unfortunate that nobody is able to help them. But here, why in America they will do suicide? Because government gives you very good allowance. So how many suicides in America? 10, 20, 50, 100? Any guess? Galaxy A9. Take care. Take care. So you look at the number, 650,000. It's a huge number. Correct? And then look at the
50,000 suicides in 1 year.
Okay. So this is, you see the tobacco consumption, alcohol consumption. The people are so-called educated, but they're wasting so much money. 10% money in the world is wasted in cigarette and alcohol. So one side we are advancing technologically in education, we are becoming big, but other side we are taking to so many bad habits and we are therefore very, very disturbed. So we need some kind of balance. One side we have to become good engineers, doctors. At the same side, we should become a responsible personality. Okay? So therefore we need to study mind control. Prabhupada used to joke, what are these, dogs or foxes?
Fox.
So, so we have so many foxes in the room. Do you think they will be peaceful?
No.
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 Yes, they will not be peaceful. So same way, if we bring the people down to the level of dogs and fox, will there any peace be there?
No.
So we have to lift
No.
people. We have to make them wonderful people. Then even 1 million people can sit in a place and sleep. Okay. Same shloka again. Bandhuratmana sasya yen atmevatmana chitaha. Anatmanastu shatrutve bhartitatmeva shatruva. Anybody knows this shloka?
No.
One who has conquered the mind is the best of friend. One who has failed to do so, mind will remain the greatest enemy. So these are the kind of thing the mind will do. You'll lose confidence, you'll lose trust, madness, and destroy everything. Correct? You have studies to do, but don't want to do because mind is disturbed. So how we can expect peace and happiness if mind is not controlled? So we have to control the mind. So this is very interesting. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 stages of mind control. First stage is called unconscious incompetence. Now you're all small children and none of you know how to drive a bike. Anybody knows how to drive a bike?
No.
Take it. But you may think I know. And you go near the bike, you try, you will fall. When you fall, you'll come to know, okay, I do not know. First thing you will think, I know. When you go, you don't know, it's not so easy. You will fall. That is conscious incompetence. Correct? Unconscious incompetence means you do not know that you do not know. Understood? You think you know how to drive, but you do not know. Just like mobile, you got new mobile comes. Yeah, I know how to operate. Then you say, oh, I don't know anything. Well, you go to father, what to do? I don't know how to switch this mobile on. So first thing you think, I know. But second thing, yeah. So the first level is unconscious incompetence. You are not aware that you do not know. So most of the people feel they can control the mind. But when the exam comes, then they get tested. Correct? Tomorrow you have exam, you have to study for 10 hours. You give a book study, I can't study. Why? Because you cannot control the mind. Then you come to know. Oh, I don't know. Correct? Then how to control the mind? Conscious incompetence. Then you learn the techniques of mind control. We're going to discuss techniques of mind control and you apply them consciously. That is conscious competence. And the last one is unconscious competence. The techniques become part of your system. Just like you see a father is driving the car. Is he thinking when to change the gears? Automatic. He's talking, he's laughing, he's doing driving without much thought. It becomes part of it. Okay? You understand this? Just like you learn Mridanga also. What happens in the beginning? You're thinking and playing. But you cannot do in a kirtan like that. You have to practice. Then without thinking, we can play. Okay? Unconscious competence. That is new personality. Is it clear to everybody? 4 stages of mind control.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Oh, very good. Break free from bonds. So we have 3 levels. You understood? Soul, there is mind and body. There is soul covered by the subtle body, then covered by the gross body. Okay? It's clear? We have 3 bodies. Spiritual body, subtle body, gross body. Okay? Living soul, dead body. Living soul, dead body. Body is always dead, soul is always living. Okay? So we have 3 kind of techniques of mind control: physical, mental, and spiritual. Let us see what are the physical techniques. So generally what people teach in society, the physical techniques are yogasanas, pranayama, kriyas, sitting posture. This is what is generally taught in society. They will go somewhere, do some exercise, they will do some pranayama, some from Ayurveda, this kriyas will come, and some sitting posture. That's all people do for controlling mind. All of them are useless. Now, I'll tell you some techniques which are very, very practical. What is the first thing? Eating and
Sleeping.
sleeping.
Eating and sleep.
So what is the most important thing? Early to bed, early to rise, makes person healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay? So what time you sleep, what time you get up? Anybody gets up before 4 o'clock?
No.
No, Prabhuji.
Huh?
No.
You get up? Ayush gets up before 4 o'clock? Very good.
No, Prabhuji.
Every day you get up?
No.
Prabhu, me at 4:30, not 4.
You sleep at 4 o'clock?
No,
Okay.
Prabhu, I get up at 4:30, Prabhu, not 4 o'clock.
Okay. Tushar, what time? 4:30? Okay.
Yes, Prabhu.
Well begun is half done. It has been seen all the great personalities in the history. They get up early. What time Prabhupada used to get up? Anybody knows what time Prabhupada used to get up? He used to sleep at 10 o'clock. He used to get up what time?
Prabhu, he
Three
only
o'clock.
used to sleep for 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
2 to 4 hours.
He used to sleep at 10, get up at 12 o'clock. Over. And whole night he used to write books. All the books you are reading, Prabhupada books are written in the night. Because daytime he's busy. He cannot concentrate. People are so many. People are coming to meet. He has a huge moment. In the night time, he's carefully writing. We're reading every day. Chaitanya Charitamrita is so beautiful. Prabhupada is writing. Imagine how much enthusiasm he has. How much fresh he is. So beautiful purpose. So much clarity. So much attention. So anyway, we cannot imitate Prabhupada. At least we should try to get up before sunrise. Okay? We should not become a night owl. Night owl means like an owl is awake in the night. We should become early bird. So early to bed, early to rise makes a person healthy, wealthy, and
Wise.
yes. That is the first thing about mind control is what? Sleep early. Eat early. Okay. So around say after you take your dinner, after some time, you should put your mobile, a tablet, computer all for charging. Okay? Keep them aside and go to bed. You will sleep. If you keep those mobiles in your hand, all night you will be wasting time. You will not sleep till 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Okay? Because then it becomes very difficult. And if you sleep late, the next day your japa will not be good. Japa time you will be Hare Krishna. Like that you will be doing. So if you sleep early, then you are fresh. Okay, do you understand? You need good rest. You are in young age now, so you should sleep early and get up early. Okay, did you understand the first technique of mind control? What did I say? Sleep early and get up early.
Get up early.
Very easy. So make a note of this. The next thing is food. We should eat sattvic food. Okay? Which gives strength, health, happiness, and satisfaction. Sweet, juicy, fattening, palatables. These are sattvic food. Basically, what in your temple comes out as home temple as prasada. That is sattvic. And rasic food is too bitter, too salty, too pungent, dry, hot. These are all rasic food. Too strong a taste. Sometimes we eat pani puri, all these things, where a lot of chili, bitter. So it's also not good, but okay, some once in a while, but if you eat regularly, it will spoil your health. Okay? So these are all rasic food. And tamasic food is, which is stinking. Any example of tamasic food? Liquor, alcohol. Correct? It is stinking. What is said? Krishna says, which is prepared more than 3 hours. Okay? Cooked more than, can you read this? More than 3 hours before being eaten. Correct? You can all see more than 3 hours before being eaten. What is this food? Tamasic food. We should not eat tamasic food. Okay? So eat sattvic food. You come here, Mangalore, we give you lunch like this. Okay? Isn't it good? Don't you feel interested? So many sabjis are there, so many dal is there, so many, see, 1, 2, 3, 5 juices are there, 5. So tasty. So what is the need? This is sattvic ahar. We should eat sattvic food. There is no need to eat rasic food and tamasic food we should not touch. Okay? So what is the first thing we can do to control the mind?
Sleep early
Sleep
and get up
early
early.
and get up early.
So try. Well, you make a note. I sleep at 12 o'clock, get up at 8 o'clock. So today I will try to sleep little early. Make little few minutes be sleep early. You will automatically get up early. You feel so fresh. And morning time it is so nice. The sunrise, sky is so beautiful, and our birds are chirping. So beautiful time. And what is night time? So dull, dark. Okay. Then next thing what you can do, you can understand the second. Okay. Yeah, that is the best thing to do. Urgency, importance. Okay. So first step over, now second step. Okay. So some things in your life are important and urgent. Some things are important but not urgent. Some things are not urgent and not important. Something is urgent but not important. Now I want you to arrange where it should go. Daily studies, where it should be. Is in the right place, not urgent, not important, or where it should go?
Important and
Urgent.
No.
Important and urgent.
No.
Not urgent, important.
Huh?
Not urgent, important.
Yes. Why?
Because as we're living a student's life, studies come first, but then it's not as urgent. But then it is important.
It's not crisis. Suppose you have health emergency. Huh? Would you study or go to hospital?
Hospital.
Yes,
Hospital.
that is urgent and important. Okay? Studies means you can suppose you are studying in a college, okay, and your father has come to meet you from all the way from Oman. You're studying in India. You're studying in IIT, and your father has come all the way to meet you, Anna, from Oman. I said, Father, please, I don't have time to meet you. I have to do my daily study. Oh, that's urgent. Go and meet your father. Understand? It's not a crisis. So important and not urgent. Okay? It's important, but no crisis. You can do it little later. You can study 6 o'clock also. You can study 8 o'clock. Okay. Smoking, is it urgent and important or where it should go?
Not urgent and
Not
important.
urgent, not important.
Not urgent.
It's not urgent, not important. Okay. Exam. The exam has started. What is it?
Urgent and important.
Urgent and important.
Urgent and important.
Very good. Now, finally, you decided to study, and a friend wants to talk to you about the cricket commentary. You know, when the cricket match started, and you know this has happened. Interrupting you. Where does interruption go? It's urgent. Please don't disturb me. But it's not important. Just like attending class now. Some friend comes to you, hey, come, we will play. Don't disturb me. So, yeah. Sometimes what happens, in the schools, mobile is allowed or not allowed?
Not allowed.
Not
But
allowed.
some children will hide and bring their bag. Some colleges, they will hide in the socks. Boys are wearing socks, inside they will hide a mobile. And sometimes they'll forget to switch off the mobile. So somebody is calling, it will ring. So urgent, he has to switch it off. But is it important? It is not important. Okay?
Okay.
Room cleaning, what is it? Important? What is it? Which quadrant it should go?
Important and not
Important and not urgent.
Not urgent.
Because you can do it anytime. You can do it 2
Yeah.
o'clock, you can do it 10 o'clock, you can do it tomorrow, but you should do it. Okay, so now understand. Exams, deadline, medical emergency is urgent and important. Interruptions are here, not important and urgent. On calls, spam mails. Gambling, drugs, cigarette, parties, not urgent, not important. Daily study, cleanliness, keeping account, EQSQ, important but not urgent. Okay, you all appreciate? Everybody is understanding? Okay, so quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. So why somebody lands up always in crisis, important and urgent? Because he's postponing. You have an assignment, okay, I'll do tomorrow. I'll do tomorrow. Then exam is tomorrow and your previous day night, you are in tension.
चल रही है बस ये दिखा रहा हूँ ये हो रहा है
Okay, you understand? You have an exam. So you are in quadrant 1. So you delay. If you ending in anxiety, procrastinator will always end up here. Always is in crisis. Burnout, mediocre performance. Here, this person, urgent and not important. Always is easy to interrupt this person. He is a yes man. He can't say no. His mistake is this yes man, he wants to please everybody. He cannot say no. Suppose you are studying, you have every day a time for study and somebody comes to talk to you. Please, I'll talk to you after 2 hours. I have to finish my studies. I have to finish my assignment. But no, this person can't say no to anybody. He wants to please everybody. So what happens? Repetition of being a pleaser, lack of discipline. He doesn't have a discipline. He becomes a doormat for others to wipe their feet. Do you want to become a doormat to others to put their white feet? No, nobody wants. But we become. You're so foolish. Okay, so we should not become yes man. So don't get stuck in this quadrant. Don't get stuck in this quadrant. And this is very bad. Now, always we are here. Why you're doing such activities? Always sleeping, always smoking, always drinking, all foolish activities. Not urgent, not important. Correct? Waste. These are all waste.
Yeah.
Always you feel irresponsible, guilt, and flakiness. So, what is most important in this quadrant? We should always be here. Important but not urgent. Okay? So whole life is under proper control. We have balance, we have high performance. Okay? He is reading Bhagavad Gita, there is no tension. Peacefully he is reading. Whole life is under control. Exams, I prepared already, no tension. He doesn't do previous day. He has previously 2-3 times he has revised before exams. He's peaceful. He has full control in your life. Why? Why we get control? Because it doesn't waste in things which, why I should spend 1 minute in things which are not important in my life, but I'm doing all the time. I'm allowing myself to get interrupted. I'm allowing myself to waste my time in foolishness. Then all the time I'm here. Then exam comes, I rush here. Then I'm in anxiety. My performance is never good. Instead of spending any minute here, we should come here. Suppose the exam is here, exam is over, you come here. But instead of coming here, we come here and there, then we waste our life. Isn't it true? Isn't we are doing that? Correct? So
Yeah.
how do you come? How do you come out of that? You chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama 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 Hare Hare.
What will happen by that? Your heart will become pure. Then you will not waste time here. You'll always, moment your anxiety is over, you'll come here and spend your time. You'll read, you will chant, you will discuss Bhagavad Gita, just like all of you are spending your time in this way. Okay? It is very, very useful. Okay. Then you can understand the liquid beauty. You all know this example. Anybody knows what is the meaning of this?
Yes, Prabhu.
What is the meaning, Tushar?
Prabhu, it's actually a story.
What is the story?
Actually, a king wanted to marry one lady, but that lady, she was actually a Sattvic lady and she did not want to marry him. So she asked him to give something like 2 to 3 weeks time. Okay, within that time, that lady actually takes little medicines because of which she gets lot of vomits, loose motions, everything. Okay, and when the king comes back to take that girl, that time who opens the door, that girl actually is totally changed. He doesn't recognize. He actually calls her as a grandma and asks her, where is your grandchild? I want to marry her. Okay, but then after some time she actually unveils the truth and then he is shocked, and then she goes and shows what is the secret behind the beauty. He gets disgusted and he leaves the place.
Correct. So she said, okay, you are after my beauty. The boy was harassing her. I want to marry you. She said, okay, come after 15 days, I'll marry you. What she did for 2 weeks, she was only vomiting and passing loose and motion. She took medicine, purgative and laxative. She's just vomiting and lose motion. She lost 10 kilo weight. So she became so thin, so weak. So when he came, he was not attracted. So what we are attracted is only liquid beauty, bag of stool and urine. So what she told him, you're attracted to me, but my beauty I have separated. So one pot she had kept all the vomit, one pot all the stool. So she said, take, this is my beauty. Understood, Ayush?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. I'll give you more example of this. See, these are the actresses of our time. What is the condition there now? See, can you see the difference? Can you see the difference? Look at it. Okay, understood? Okay, clear? So don't waste time. How this person looks so beautiful. I don't look beautiful. Is it clear now? So what is the first technique of mind control?
Sleep early and wake up
Sleeping.
early.
Yes, and then eat sattvic food. What
Sattvic
is the
food.
Yeah,
second?
Sadhvi food.
What is the second one?
Sattvic.
Mind control.
Mind
Mind
control.
control.
No, time management. How to manage our time. Important and urgent. What is the
Ah,
third
yeah.
technique? What is the third technique?
Liquid beauty.
Liquid beauty. Don't be waste your time attracted by so-called form. He's black, he's white, he's ugly. Oh, bro, don't waste your time. Lot of time people waste in that. Simply putting cream, cream, cream. Don't waste it. Correct? Okay.
Yeah, Prabhu.
Now fourth, Brahmachari and the rat. Who know the story of Brahmachari and the rat? Tushar, you know the story?
Yes, Prabhu.
What is the story?
There actually a brahmachari means like there was a guru and he had a shishya who was a brahmachari. Okay, and the guru actually he had to go somewhere out for 24 years. So he asked his
Yatra, pilgrimage.
shishya,
He's walking and going
yeah,
for
for a
pilgrimage. Yeah.
yeah. So he tells his shishya to read the entire Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah.
So then, so after some time when he starts reading, okay, he finds a rat in his room. So he calls the villagers and the villagers say, okay, for the rat, we can keep a cat because the cat will chase the rat away. Okay. And when the cat, like when he was reading Bhagavad Gita, then the cat was continuously making noise because it needed milk. So because it needed milk, okay, the people suggested he can keep a cow. Okay. But then if you don't take care of the cow, then you actually then it will die. So the people suggested to get him married, and when the guru came back, he was just in the same sloka, but he had 24 children.
Very good. So, you know what is the first shloka of Bhagavad Gita?
Yeah,
Dharashtra.
What is the
Dharmakshetra
first?
Kurukshetra.
Kurukshetra.
Yes, Ayush, continue. Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre.
Kurukshetra Samaveda Yosava
Dharmakshetra
Mamaka
Kurukshetra.
Pandava Chaiva Kima Arbuta Sanjaya.
Very good, Ayush. Thank you. Thank you very much. So he was reading the first shloka of Bhagavad Gita. After his guru went, he was very determined. But what happened? He saw some sound. And if you look, one rat was there. He was eating his dhoti. So how can I study Bhagavad Gita? It's so difficult. He could have solved it very easily by some way, kept it close. But no. He wanted to complicate his life. So what did he went to the neighbors, what to do? What, how cannot I cannot read. I'm reading Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra. The rat is there in my place. Please help me. Please help me. So they said, oh my God, small problem. He's making so much tamasha. Okay, we'll help him. So what they did, they gave him a cat. So he got a cat. So the cat will take care of the rat and he can sit and read Bhagavad Gita. He sat down now. Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra. But what happened? The cat, you know the cat, if you have a cat at home, anybody has cat at home? What the cat will do when it gets angry, will come near and go all around. He will not allow you to do anything. Correct? Will raise a tail, meow, meow, will eat your head. So you have to get something to eat. Because the cat wants something to eat. And how can I take care of, the cat will take care of the rat, but now cat wants something. So what she again went back, okay, you solved the problem, but cat, no, cat wants milk. Now, where do I get milk? I have to study Bhagavad Gita. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. He'll give you a cow. So cow will give you milk. The cat will drink milk. And there is no rat. And you can study Bhagavad Gita. So you sat down again. Dharma kshetre, kurukshetre. Now the problem is cow we have to take for chara. You have to whole day you have to walk with the cow. And then it will chew the grass. Then after that you have to bathe the cow. And sometimes doctor you have to bring for the cow. Then you have to milk the cow. Then you have to boil the milk. So much work is there. Where I can read Bhagavad Gita. So he went back to the villagers. Okay, you gave me cat. Cat will take care of the rat. But cat wanted milk. Then he gave me cow. But cow is giving milk. But the problem is so much work is there. I have to boil the milk. I have to milk the cow. Then I have to bathe the cow. I have to take chara for the cow. So much work is there. Where I can study Bhagavad Gita. The whole day I'm busy with the cow only. They said, okay, do not worry. We will get you married. So some one person gave his girl, said, okay, now the girl will take care of you, of all the cow, everything. You simply sit and read Bhagavad Gita. But what happened when the guru came after 24 years? This was his condition. He had children, grandchildren. Can you see his condition? And he was still reading the first shloka, Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra. Understood? Do you understand? So do not complicate your life. Keep your life simple.
Simple.
Otherwise, you'll end up like this. Okay, fifth one, and this is the last maybe, then I can take some questions. Circle of concern, circle of influence. So our response is what is important to the situation. We should focus on circle of influence. I can be more punctual, I can be more sincere, I can be more disciplined, I can study better for exam. Or no, people don't love me, people tease me, people say I'm not smart, my image is not good. Why are you wasting your time over it? You cannot do anything about it. But what you can do something about, you can be more punctual, you can be more sincere, you can be more disciplined, you can study for exam. Okay? So proactive people, good people, they focus on what they can do something. And work they can do something about. Reactive people focus on concern. Proactive people, good people, I can be more patient, I can be more cooperative, I can be more wise. Reactive, if I had good friends, if I had a better face cut, if I have more cooperative colleagues, they're always crying. But they tried proactive means they try to do something which is practical. Okay, who's Tushar? You read this prayer.
O Lord, give me the courage to change the things which can and ought to be changed, the serenity to accept the things which cannot be changed, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Okay. This is not. Okay. Then is mental control. This Mataji can teach you. Okay? Mental and spiritual. Okay, is it clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, tell me, what are the techniques with it? Technique number 1.
Sleep early and
I
sleep early.
get up early.
Early. Eating sattvic food.
Sathik.
Time management.
Time management.
Very
Time
good.
and
Not important. Third, liquid beauty.
not important.
Okay.
Or the story of Brahmacari and a
Story
rat.
of Brahmacari and the rat.
Yeah, then
The
circular,
And
fifth
beauty
one.
conscious.
no, circular influence and not circular concern. Okay. Our focus should be on circle of influence, not on circle of concern. Correct?
Concern.
Focus should be on circle of influence. Try to do something about it. See what we can do. Okay. Now, if you want to implement these 5 things, any questions will come. So many questions will come. Any problems? Circular. Okay. These 5 things. These are all very, very common sense, very basic. Even without knowledge of soul and God, you can understand this. Anybody can implement them. Okay. And most important way to control the mind is chant Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
If you do that, that's your mind will be easily controlled. But these things
Okay.
will help you. These things, all things, 5 things will help. Okay? Because if you sleep late, then chanting time you're sleeping. If you're eating tamasic food, then your mind will disturb. Okay? And then,
Prabhuji, I have a doubt.
what is the question? Rutik,
Yes. So you said that anything which is made or cooked before 3 hours from eating is not sattvic food.
except prasadam.
Yes. So
Prasadam is
even
always
fruits, yeah, even
prasadam is,
fruits, vegetables, and other grains are also grown
we are talking
before
about
eating.
cooking. Cook. We don't cook fruits. Do you cook fruits? You don't cook. Correct? Ah, you're intelligent. Yeah, mango is ready 3 hours before. No, I'm talking about food which is cooked. Okay?
Hare Krishna, children. If you
No
have any
problem.
question, you can ask. You can
Okay?
ask to Prabhu.
This is
Nishtha,
food.
Prabhu, it's over or explain?
No, I'm just asking the question. Food cooked more than 3 hours before being eaten. Is it clear? Okay? Cooked. He is very intelligent. What about fruits? Fruits are not cooked. Food cooked. Okay? But except prasadam, you get Tirupati prasadam, Balaji, you can take later, no problem. Prasadam is exception. For normal food, we should avoid over.
Prabhuji, and what about the Kriya? What is the Kriya? I wanted to know.
So you are interested in Kriya, you ask an Ayurvedic doctor, they will tell you. But I said they are not important, all those activities. Why you're interested?
I don't know, Prabhu, but then I want to know about them.
These are purificatory kriyas. They do panchakarma, so many things. They'll make you drink 1 tub of water. Clean your stomach. It's all for purification. You understand? See what happens in your intestine, so much food
Okay,
is lying,
Prabhuji, yes.
which is not clean. So they have so many processes by which they will clean your system. They feel just like a pipe is not clean. They'll clean it, it feels fresh, correct? So they are different kind of activity they give you, basically intake. Your whole system is clean. So many people after once in few years,
Yeah.
they go to Ayurvedic doctor and they get themselves cleaned up. Many, particularly in
Okay.
old age, not in young age, you should not be interested. Generally 50, 60-year-old people, they go to Ayurvedic doctors. Ayurveda means it enhances the life, correct? So they will give some kind of system by which your whole system is clean. You must have heard there is a famous called Panchakarma and so many other kriyas are there. This is within Ayurveda, purification. Okay? Yogasanas many people do, but I said more important than these things are the 5 things which I taught you. Then we believe mental things are even more powerful. Then most powerful is spiritual things. Okay?
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you.
Aditya, do you have any question? You can ask to Prabhu.
Any other
Prabhuji,
apart from
that
this we discussed?
sattvic food, I have a confusion that only.
Huh?
What is sattvic food? In that I have a little bit doubt.
See, you can see, no? These are all sattvic, no? Now any doubt? Any vegetarian food is sattvic food. Okay? Milk, fruits, grain, vegetable, dal, these are all sattvic food. Okay? You should ask what is rasik. Rasik is pani puri, lot of chili, and tamasic is which is stinking, like liquor, that is tamasic. Okay? For your all children, it is easy. Whatever parents give, that is you have to eat. Anna?
Any other questions, children?
Mataji, so many elders are also there. All have become children today. They are hiding as children. Huh?
Huh?
I see Raghumaya, your husband is also there.
I think Rangini Mataji, myself and my Prabhu is there. Only three are there, elders. Rangini Mataji, you want to say something, Mataji?
Children can ask
Prabhuji?
questions. Like many of them are not able to get up early, so how can they practice that? Children can ask. Abhijit, are you there? Sundari Mataji?
See, when you are sleeping, you should have a determination. I'll get up this time before sleeping. And when the alarm rings, you should say, if I get up, I'll not die. Sometimes what happens, the body says, I sleep. So you should tell your mind, if I get up now, I will not die and get up. That's how I get up. I sleep late or early, then I watch clock is at 4, and I tell myself, if I get up now, I'll not die. So I get up, no problem. Yes, okay. Isn't it good argument?
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you can just tell them the importance of being in Krishna consciousness. About that, you can speak for them for 5 minutes. Because now one by one they are leaving actually. Because they don't have any questions, that's why they are leaving.
Okay, okay. So we discussed in the beginning also. Okay. This is Prahlad Maharaj tells his classmates, because all his classmates are playing. So they said they were playing just like we play computer games, we play cartoons. They were playing. They're asking Prahlad Maharaj, you come, you play with us. So Prahlad Maharaj says, Kamaram acharet pragno dharman bhagavatam iha dullabha manusham janma tadapi adhruvam arthadam. He says, right in a small age of childhood, we should try to take up spiritual life. Why? Dullabha manusham janma. Human life is very, very rare. You think a dog can do chanting Hare Krishna? Hare Krishna.
No.
Can the dog understand these 5 techniques of mind control? If you go to him,
No.
bow, bow, he'll only bark. He cannot understand. So God has given us, Krishna is so kind, has given us, see, I give this argument always. I'll repeat it. Suppose I have this mobile, okay? It's a simple argument, but very important argument. What is the best use of the mobile? I should use it as a paperweight, or I should use it for calling people? Calling people, correct? Paperweight, I don't need to spend 7,000 rupees. I can use some stone or anything, correct? That can act as I can use a kartal also, which costs me say 200 rupees. That can work as a paperweight, correct? I don't need to spend 7,000 to make a paperweight. Do you get my argument? So what is the best use of the mobile? We always see, correct? So when you look at yourself in the mirror, you should see, I got a human body by Krishna's gift. So what is the best use of the body? So in this body, Athata Brahma Jigyasa, we should try to understand about Krishna. Okay, so we try to understand Krishna, we organize ourselves. Everybody is the same time in the life. Okay, but in this life, animal also have some time, but human life means we can utilize the time very nicely. And we can reach Krishna, so to speak. That we should take. So Kamaram Acharet Pragno Dharman Bhagavatam Iha Dullabam Manusham Janma. Human life is very, very rare. Tadapi Arthatam Adhruvam. Even though it is Adhruvam, temporary, Arthadam, it is very, very valuable. It's very valuable. Human life is very, very valuable. So you're all very fortunate. You got shelter of wonderful Mataji, Shobha Mataji, Rangani Mataji. Take full advantage. Okay? Hare Krishna. Kavya, Jahnavi, Gaurav, Ayush, Anand, Alok, Aditya. These are all your students, Mataji. Show Mataji.
Rangini Mataji students.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Rangini Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
You should teach us how to teach children, because now also in India also all the children are at home only. Anna, if you organize like this, many people will be interested. See, all of them are chanting Mataji, Rangini Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu, most of them we have in our class. Whichever class they are in, they should chant those many number of rounds.
So what is the, if they are in which class? First class in one round, huh?
Yes, Prabhu. Eighth. Now those 8th and above, they are chanting 16 because they have holidays. Like
And
Tushar,
one,
Ayush, Keshvi. There are about 7, 8 children. They are chanting 16 rounds.
Very nice.
Yes, Mataji. Shava
why
Mataji, please tell.
Aditya,
Aditya.
he chanted 114 rounds last Ekadashi. Every day he
Hare,
chants.
Hari Bol, Aditya.
He is there. And every Ekadashi he chants minimum 64 rounds. Last time he chanted 114 rounds, and every day he chants more rounds. All kids. And one girl chanted maybe I think 108 rounds 2 days before. Like that they keep on chanting. Now they are free then.
Yeah, created such a nice atmosphere. In India, we have so much more freedom, no? So much more freedom, correct? Anna? But we do not have preachers like you. In India, we can do 10 times more because there is so much freedom. Correct, Mataji? We can go to
Yes,
school,
Prabhu.
they open the door. At
Yes,
least
yes,
I have
Prabhu.
opportunity. So, but the point is that we need powerful preachers. But opportunity is advantages there. In India, somebody can sincerely put energy, result can come. There is no excuse anywhere actually. If in such difficult position we can produce such a nice result, in India we should be able to do 100 times better. Anna?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
So much opportunity there. You can go to house, you can meet people, you can do so many. You can hire an auditorium. You don't have to think anything. Everything is open. There was a time what I did when I came to Mangalore, Mataji. Then I used to go to a school and declare holiday. The school principals used to help me. Then I used to take all the children of the school to an auditorium. And then whole day I'll do program there. I'll teach them some small classes like this in the morning. And then we will all make them chant one round, give them japamala, then give them I give them breakfast, then give them lunch. And after that, after lunch, we will have big Harinam. We will dance for 2 hours. Oh, wow. All the schools used to be so happy that for 8 days continuous, they brought the children walking from the school to the auditorium. One day, one school, 800, 900 children holiday. Canara, Sharada, we declared holiday one by one. First the high schools, then the PUs came. 8, 9 days I continued. That time, Krishna's grace, I was able to do. So that age is, we have a lot of opportunity in India. And then Sunday, so many children used to come with their parents, so many children, because all those 8 days, what happened, they came to temple, and parents are saying, when he came to house, he was dancing. What did you do? I didn't do anything. Then one person said, see, you please again do program. I said, why? See, after the program, my child became vegetarian. So I am eating meat, but my child does not eat. But nowadays, after 10 days, he is saying, Papa, I'll not eat meat, but little curry you can give. So you again take class. So there is lot of opportunity actually, lot of opportunity.
And some kids, Prabhu Yushika and Ishika, they are also chanting 80 rounds, 60 rounds. Some girls, small girls are there. Yushika, you can see she is there. And Ishika with Aditya, they are sitting together. They're all chanting 80 rounds, 60 rounds, like that competition between them.
Prabhu, we have some children. Mahi, do you have any question? Mahi?
Mataji, because they are small children, I
No,
thought
Mataji.
not to give
Okay.
more doses in one time. Isn't it, Shobha Mataji,
Yes,
better,
yes,
no?
No,
You
Mataji.
also take a class more than half an hour, 40 minutes, no? Then you give them some activity, correct?
Yes, Arjun Abhilash, do you have any questions?
Mataji, you already have this, but I will still export and send you. Shobha Mataji or the Rangini Mataji, correct?
Yes, I think I have. I will check. Tanvi, Hare Krishna, Tanvi.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Tanvi,
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Tanvi. Do you have any question?
No Mataji.
Okay.
Jahnavi, anything? Jahnavi?
Swati.
Okay. Jahnavi is in 10th standard, Prabhu. She has just finished her 10th standard exams.
They will be. They will have something to understand.
Swati, do you have any question? Hare Krishna, Swati.
No, Mataji.
Okay. Okay, Prabhuji.
They will ask. They will ask you.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you so much for taking
Thank you so
part.
much, Prabhu. Prabhu, could you please upload this session on YouTube?
Which one? Okay.
Thank
Vancha
you so much.
kalpataruvasya kripa sindhuvevacha patitanam pavinebhyo Vaishnavano. Anantapati Vaishnavindaki.
Jai.
Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki.
Jai.
His Grace Namaste Prabhu ki Jai.
Jai.
Thank you.
Hare